From Television City in Hollywood, CBS presents America's most exciting new show, The Joker's Wild. Now, here's the host of our show, Jack Berry.
Thank you so much. Hey, welcome once again to The Joker's Wild, a really wild show where knowledge is king and lady luck is queen, and where winning players can take home, if they're real lucky, up to $25,000 in cash and prizes. Those of you who were watching yesterday know that we crowned the new champion. He won himself some money and was just about to go ahead and try to win some of the fabulous prizes on our program when our time ran out. So we're going to do that right now as we ask Johnny Jacobs to reintroduce our current champion. John?
Right, Jack. Here's yesterday's winner, a former meter reader from Marina del Rey. And his name is Winfield Arata.
Nice to have you back, Winfield. You said your nickname is Win, and you hope to win, and you did win. You won $550, right?
Yes, I hope I'll be win again.
Well, we'll see. I think you ought to push yourself in a little closer to that microphone so we can all hear you.
Okay.
And furthermore, I think that you made a decision on yesterday's program that you would proceed. And we're going to give you a chance to win some prizes and meet a new player in just a moment. But first, we have a couple of messages for the people at home, and then we'll get on with our game.
Post Honey Nut Shredded Wheat. Because the way to your heart is still through your stomach.
It's a fact. The bigger the man, the bigger the baby. Thank goodness for Kleenex tissues. Kleenex makes the softest tissues you can get for your baby.
Make every day good to the last drop.
Attention Medicare HMO members who will lose their coverage effective January 1st, 2001. Medicare and Medicare supplements typically don't cover most outpatient prescription drugs. If you are losing your current prescription drug coverage, get the People's Prescription Plan now. You'll save money right on the spot with no claim forms. Plus, you can save on eyewear, hearing aids, and more, all at over 50,000 locations nationwide. Just $7.95 a month covers your whole household with no limits on use. So it could more than pay for itself the very first time you use it. As a special offer, when you call now, you'll pay just $2.95 for the first month, a savings of $5 off the regular price. Your satisfaction is guaranteed or your money back. So if your HMO is dropping its Medicare plan, People's Prescription Plan can offer you savings on your prescriptions. Call now.
Call 1-800-208-1919 for free information on the People's Prescription Plan. 1-800-208-1919. Call now.
All right. Winfield Arata is our champion. On our last program, Win, you won $550, and you had made the decision that you would go on and play. As you know, you're risking your $550 if you should lose the next game. But on the other hand, if you win 4 games in a row, you could break our jackpot, which right now stands at $4,600. And part of the privilege of continuing to play is to take a couple of spins of our prize wheel. Up on the wheels, instead of categories, are prizes. You can spin twice. If you like what you see the first time, keep it. Otherwise, you get what's up there the second time. Incidentally, the prizes range in value from a few dollars to hundreds of dollars. And one of the little prizes, lurking up there somewhere, is a beautiful 1972 automobile. You might win it. Tell them all about it, Johnny.
I will, Jack. It's a Chevelle Malibu coupe. Fits more families, more budgets, and more garages. A popular mid-size Chevelle from Chevrolet, building a better way to see the USA. And that's it, Jack.
All right. 2 spins coming up. Here goes spin number 1. Good luck. You can have lawn brightener, coffee, and an automobile. Aren't you glad you stayed now?
phenomenal. What can I say?
Beg your pardon?
It's phenomenal.
Would you like to spin again?
No way. No way.
The audience is saying spin again. You do have another spin, but you're satisfied with that, right?
Yes, I am. Very satisfied.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, you've got yourself $550. You've got yourself a beautiful automobile. You also have two other little prizes which you can take home in the automobile. Johnny, would you tell them about the other two prizes, please?
Right, Jack. A generous supply of Borateam. A cup of Borateam in your washer whitens, brightens, and deodorizes permanent press fabrics. And Borden Kava is specially processed to be less acid. It's 90% acid neutralized. Kava from Borden. And, of course, there's the Chevelle Malibu Coupe. Fits more families, more budgets, and more garages. A popular mid-size Chevelle from Chevrolet, building a better way to see the USA. And there they are.
All right, you have yourself $550. You have an automobile. You're shooting for the 4,600 in our jackpot. In order to do that, you have to win 4 games in a row. You've got one. Game number 2 coming up as Johnny introduces player number 2 to oppose you. Johnny, who is it?
Jack, our next player is a lady who met her husband at a crap table in Las Vegas, Carolyn Rosen, and here she is.
Welcome to the program, Carolyn.
Thank you, Jack.
Let me ask you something. When you met your husband at the crap table in Las Vegas, was he winning or losing?
I think he was losing.
But he met you, and so he won something at that.
Of course.
Uh-huh. Well, that's marvelous. Incidentally, Winfield, I didn't ask you a thing or two. You won a lot of money and stuff, but I understand you did appear once before on TV.
Yes, I did. It was about 19 years ago. I was in the Peanut Gallery on the Howdy Doody show.
Isn't that I venture to say you didn't win an automobile there.
No, I didn't.
All right, well, game number 2 coming up. You're striving to win this game, and she's going to try to stop you. Before we do get on with the game, however, let me once again remind our new viewers of the rules of our game. The players, of course, pull those levers, and when they spin them, categories come up. Now, if they get the following categories, any 3 different categories like this, they can answer one question on any of the categories, and they get $50. If they come up with a pair and a single, a question on the pair gets them $100, on the single gets them $50. If they make 3 of a kind like this, they get $150 for a correct answer. First player to score $500 wins the game. Also, of course, we have jokers on the wheel, and they can automatically make pairs and triples with the jokers. If at any time 3 jokers come up, the person who has made that spin automatically wins the game right then and there. In the game that you're about to play, players, here are the categories that are going to be used. Opera, American aviation history, ghosts, newscasters, and famous families. Those are the categories. The winner always goes first. Winfield, you're the winner. Spin 'em, and good luck. Joker, aviation history, Joker. How do you play it?
I'd like to go aviation history for $150.
Going all the way, a $150 question. Here it is. This Renaissance man is credited with the first scientific studies of the physics of flight. Name the Italian genius whose studies of birds and bats led to the first practical aviation designs.
Leonardo da Vinci.
That's right, for $150. All right, Karen, your spin, if you will. Aviation history, Joker, famous families.
I'll take the Joker with famous families.
All right, that's worth $100 if you get a correct answer, and here it is. In 1932, the 3 most prominent members of this first family of the American theater starred together in the film Rasputin and the Empress. For $100, what is the famous family name?
Barrymore.
That's right, for $100. All right, champ, you're up next, if you will. Newscasters. Joker, famous families.
I'd like to go to newscasters, please, Jack.
All right, that'll get you $100 more if you're right, bringing you up to $250. He won fame during World War II with his London Blitz broadcast and later became the television host of See It Now and Person to Person. For $100, name him.
Edward R. Murrow.
Yes, that's it. You go to $250. Carolyn Rosen, your spin. Newscasters, Joker, the triple.
All right, I'll take Newscasters, cross my fingers.
Going all the way for $150, which would bring you up to $250 and make it a tie ball game. He left his post with NBC recently to go with the Public Broadcasting Network. Prior to his leaving, he had been the host of the monthly news magazine First Tuesday. For $150, name him.
First Tuesday. Walter Cronkite?
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Oh, boy, NBC wouldn't like that, nor would CBS.
That's the only one I could think of.
You're under the rules of the game. If you miss a question, your opponent can answer it. And so, Winfield, if you can give me the correct answer, you go to $400.
Could it have been Eric Severide?
Oh, no, neither of those gentlemen. They're both with CBS. Sandy Van Oker. Sandy Van Oker. All right. Nobody scores, and in just a moment, we'll pick this game up with a score 250 to 100. But first, we have these messages.
This Christmas season, your family can experience the birth of Jesus Christ as never before in this free video, The Nativity. Just call this number now for your free copy. Like the angels and shepherds on that wondrous night, you'll see and feel the events surrounding the Savior's miraculous birth. Filmed entirely on location in the Holy Land, this 6-minute video shares the timeless story from the Gospel of Luke. Invite the real spirit of Christmas into your home this season. Call this number right now for your free copy of The Nativity. Make viewing this video part of your Christmas tradition for years to come. Just call this number. The Nativity is a Christmas gift to you from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Call now for your free video.
Sometimes it's hard for him to breathe.
I used to use an inhaler to help, but recently my doctor switched me to a nebulizer.
His doctor said it would be better for him. And it's covered by Medicare. That makes life easier for us.
We found something else that makes life a lot easier.
If you use a nebulizer or inhaler to help you breathe and are covered by Medicare, Liberty Home Pharmacy can make life easier for you, too.
Liberty delivers all his medications right to our door.
And they bill Medicare and our insurance company. We have no upfront costs and no forms to fill out.
Now we have more time for us.
If you're 65 or older, have emphysema, chronic bronchitis, or asthma, and are covered by Medicare, call this number for more information about home delivery of nebulizers and respiratory medications from Liberty Home Pharmacy.
Who wouldn't want more time for the fun things in life?
This is it. Winning never sounded so good. Hollywood Showdown, new season premiering January 1st on Game Show Network.
Score stands 250 to 100. The champion's leading, and Winfield, it is your turn to spin again. Here we go. This time you get Joker, Ghosts, and Aviation History.
I'd like to go for aviation history.
All right, it's a $100 question, which would get you up to $350. When Charles Lindbergh flew the Atlantic to Paris, at what famous airfield did he land?
He landed in Paris at the name of the airfield or the...
Yes, the airfield.
LaGuardia.
In Paris? Boy, they must have moved it. No, I'm sorry, that's not right. And under the rules of the game, if your opponent can answer, she picks up the $100. Do you know what it was?
I'll say Orly.
No, it wasn't. It was not. It was Le Bourget. Le Bourget. Neither of you score, and it's your turn to go. All right, if you will, Caroline. Joker, Ghosts, Newscasters.
I'll take Ghosts.
All right, this is worth $100, which gets you up to $200. In this Washington Irving tale, the schoolmaster, Ichabod Crane, had a harrowing race with a ghost-like apparition. What is the name of this legendary ghostly rider?
The name of the rider?
Yes. She had a name. I'll have to call for your answer. Don't know? Winfield, can you tell me?
The Masked Man of Spooky Hollow.
No. That one, he landed at LaGuardia. This is the Headless Horseman. The Headless Horseman. Sorry you don't score. All right, it's your turn again, Winfield. Ghosts. Opera. Ghosts.
I'll go ghosts for 100.
Okay, ghosts for 100. This ghostly animal was made famous by the great mystery writer Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. What is the title of the book about this beast of the moors?
The Hound of the Baskervilles.
Right, you go to $350. All right, Carolyn, your spin. Famous families. Opera. Joker.
I'll take opera.
Opera for $100. To celebrate the opening of the Suez Canal, the foremost Italian composer of the 19th century was commissioned to write an opera. He responded with the creation of the opera Aida. Name the composer.
Verdi.
Right, for $100, you go to $200. $350 to $200, and you're within striking distance, Winfield. You could go out, but remember your opponent has a final turn. Go ahead and spin. History, Joker, opera.
I'll go for aviation history, Jack.
All right, again, you couldn't go out because the most you can get is $100, which would get you to $450. It originally signified a collaborative product of Soviet designers A. Mikoyan and N. Gurevich. Now a famous fighter in the Vietnamese conflict. Name this type of aircraft.
The MiG.
Right, you go to $450. All right, Carolyn, your spin. Families, opera, opera.
I'll take opera.
All right, answered right, you'd get the $300. This American opera was written by George Gershwin and deals with Negro life on Catfish Row. Name it.
Porgy and Bess.
Right, you go to $300. All right, Winfield, you're at $450. Any one correct answer would put you out, but remember, your opponent gets one final turn. Spin, and good luck. Opera, newscasters, Joker.
I'd like to go off the board for aviation history.
All right, you are allowed to go off the board with a Joker and take any one of the other categories. You want your favorite aviation history. If you answer right, you'll have $500, but your opponent does get a final turn. It began its first commercial service January 22nd, 1970, on a New York to London flight. Now, having flown well over 10 million people, what is the name of this jumbo jet?
707.
No, wrong. If your opponent can answer, she picks up your $50. What is it?
747.
Right, you go to $350. And now, how the fortunes do change. She has $350. If she should spin a triple and answer correctly, she would be the new champion. All right, spin them and see.
Oh.
Families. Aviation history? Not so. Okay.
Wow. Famous families.
All right, this is a question for $50, which will bring you to $400. This Florentine family produced 3 popes, 2 queens, and numerous cardinals of the Roman Church. Name the family.
Medici.
Medici, right. We'll accept that for $400. Either player could go out. We've got a tight one going here. Your spin first, champ. You've got $450. What do you do? Here we go. Joker. Newscasters. A triple on newscasters.
I'll go for newscasters for $150.
If you answer correctly, you'll have $600 and you'll be the winner. If you miss and she answers it correctly, she will be the winner with $550 because she'll pick up your money. Here it is. This famous team started together in 1956. I should point out, too, that even though you get this answer, she has one final turn. One member retired, but the other has continued on NBC in an editorial capacity. For $600, name the active member of the team.
David Brinkley.
Right, for $600. All right, Winfield. You have $600. She has $400. There is only one way that Carolyn Rosen can win, because the biggest question we have is only worth $150. If you can come up with 3 jokers, the rule of the game is you automatically win regardless of the score. That's the only way. If you don't come up with 3 jokers, the winner for the second time is our current champion, Winfield Arata. So, good luck and spin. Joker, it's over. The game, she had 2 but not 3. And the winner is Winfield Arata. Congratulations. Winfield, you have $600. We added to the $550 in the previous game. You now have $1,150. and in a moment you'll have to make a decision as to whether you want to go forward or retire. As for you, Caroline, you don't go home empty-handed either, because Johnny Jacobs has a nice award for you. Johnny, what is it, please?
Right, Jack. For Carolyn, we have a gift certificate from Pier 1 Imports, the uncommon store for uncommon people. Items from 63 countries. Pier 1 Imports, coast to coast. And Lucite, the work skipper paints. Skips hours of painting drudgery. Lucite wall, house, and floor paint. Even soap and water cleanup enamels from DuPont. There they are, Jack.
That's yours to take home. We're sorry it couldn't be a lot of money. But thank you very much for playing our game, and we'll be back to continue to get the decision from Winfield.
Don't let old man Winter slow you down. Take Hall's Defense with vitamin C. It's a full day's supply of vitamin C. And a powerful defense against winter. Get Hall's Defense and get going.
Farm animals.
Now.
Ready? Nervous captain. Indigestion? You're an exorcist.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Match game fashion tip number 18. Green coat, orange tie, a perfect match. Match game, tastefully fun tonight at 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. Eastern.
Is somebody making Campbell's chicken noodle?
Yep, and it's all for you.
You always knew Campbell's was good. You just didn't know how good. Because now, every soothing, comforting bowl is brimming with even more golden goodness.
Wow, look at all that chicken.
Now, Campbell's Chicken Noodle has more chicken than ever, so it's even more good.
I feel much better.
I'll get us some more.
Why don't we get it together?
Campbell's good.
What?
Our new champion, Winfield Arata. So far, he's won $1,150. 600 in the previous game, 550 before that. And as you know, you have a choice to make now. If you go on and you lose, you would lose $1,150. However, there are 1 second, let me tell him what he can win. However, if you want to continue, we'll give you 2 more spins of the wheel. You already won a beautiful automobile. There are lots more prizes on there. One of the prizes lurking there is a lovely trip for 2 people. A lovely trip. Johnny, tell him the trip he could possibly win.
Right, Jack. It's to the El Presidente in Acapulco. Here's a luxury hotel built for excitement. Twin towers on the sea, beach, pool, and gardens. Restaurants, bars, and lounges feature Mexican and international specialties. A flagship hotel. That's it, Jack.
That's something. Also, hold on, audience, hold it 1 minute. Let me remind him once again, you've won 2 games. You only have to win 2 more. If you win 2 more, in addition to everything else, you will break our jackpot, which right now has in it $4,600. Now, do you stay or do you play?
I'd like to go. I'd like to go.
Play? All right, he goes on for game number 3. Before we bring out the next player, let's give you your 2 spins and see if you can win that trip to Acapulco. Spin number 1 coming up. Here you go. $250 worth of luggage, a trip to Miami, and a silver tea service. Let me point out, that's a trip for 2 to Miami, $250 worth of luggage, and a silver tea service. Those are yours if you want them. Or you have 1 more spin. What do you do?
I'd rather go to Miami than go to Acapulco, so I'll take that.
He's going to take it. He's got a trip. All right. Those 3 prizes are yours. And now here is Johnny Jacobs to tell you about the 3 additional gifts which you have just won. Johnny?
Right, Jack. It's Skyway's new outdoor twist luggage. Stab it, sock it, scrape it. It stays beautiful as ever. Outdoor twist by Skyway. And a trip to the new Miami Marriott Hotel, a 250-room resort hotel with 4 great restaurants, swimming pool, and tennis. The Miami Marriott for dining, dancing, and entertainment. And from Michael C. Fina Company, New York Silversmiths, a 7-piece silver-plated tea and coffee set. Fina makes the finest in silverware. There they are, Jack.
Those prizes are yours, of course. No one takes them away from you. But right now, you are going to risk $1,150. To play against you as you try to win your 3rd straight game, John, would you tell us who his opponent will be?
Jack, it's a former teacher who was born in Gilliam, West Virginia, Nancy Norby. And here she is.
Hi, Nancy. Welcome to the program. Exactly where is Gilliam, West Virginia?
Well, it's sort of close to Bluefield.
Swell. That settles everything. All right. I think you know what you're going to do. Try to stop that fella from scoring his third game. He's going to try to beat you and try to win that jackpot worth $4,600. In this game, here are the 5 categories that we'll be using. The space race, marriages, chemistry, the gay 90s, and John Wayne. All right. Champion always goes first. That would be you, Winfield. Spin, and let's see what happens in your third game. Joker, the space race, John Wayne.
Well, I idolize John Wayne, so I'll go 100 for John Wayne.
Let me ask you a question. If you miss the question, will you still idolize him?
No.
Here is the question for $100. John Wayne won an Oscar for his portrayal of what character in the movie True Grit?
Rooster Cogburn.
Right, you start off with $100. All right, Nancy, your spin. Good luck. Joker. Joker! The game is over. Fantastic. We have a new champion, and we'll be back to say goodbye to the old champion right after these words right here. We'll be right back.
See how beautiful 60 can look? See how invisible osteoporosis can be? If you're over 60, there's a nearly 1 in 2 chance you have it. So ask your doctor about a bone density.
Favorite relationship game shows on the Lover's Lounge.
Our new champion has $500. Winfield, of course, you don't keep any of the money. We put your money into our jackpot, which now has $5,750 in it. That's your money in there. But you won a car, you won a trip to Miami, you win some other gifts. I think he deserves a big hand as we say goodbye to Winfield Arata. Goodbye, Winfield. Nancy, can you come back to tomorrow's program? At that time, you tell us whether you want to go on or not, will you? You think about it overnight, and we'll see all of you on the Joker's Wild tomorrow. Thanks for watching. More excitement tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.
How to be a real Hollywood player. Tip number 21. Don't have your people call their people. Just buzz in first. Hollywood Showdown. Be a player weeknights at 8 Eastern.
Program was recorded.